Dan, good morning. These jurors say they are now speaking out in part to set the record straight, giving us a unique look inside the deliberation room to show just how seriously they took their responsibility of having the fate of Jodi Arias' life in their hands.
It was a very trying experience. How do you weigh a person's life?
Overnight, 3 of the jurors from Jodi Arias' murder trial spoke exclusively to ABC News about their grave responsibility. By a show of hands, who voted to give Jodi Arias the death penalty? All 3 of you. Why?
Because the state proved their case. It was premeditated.
But not all of their fellow jurors agreed. The final vote, they said, 8 for the death penalty, 4 for life in prison.
We can't come to a decision, and it was gut-wrenching.
Now free to talk, Kevin, a banker, Diane, a retired 911 worker, and Mary Lou, an ER nurse, describe what it was really like sitting on that jury for nearly 5 months, facing a young woman accused of a horrific crime.
When I first walked in the room, into the courtroom, I didn't think she was the defendant.
Just this very innocent look.
Was it hard to get over that initial appearance?
Not once the evidence started flowing.
Hundreds of pieces of evidence, including those graphic photos taken by Arias herself of the man she told the court abused her to the point she snapped and brutally killed Travis Alexander.
The simple answer is that he attacked me, and I defended myself.
There was absolutely no remorse.
After closing arguments, it didn't take the jury very long to convict Arias of first-degree murder, something she told ABC News' Ryan Owens she was shocked by.
I feel a little betrayed by them.
Surprised?
No.
Jodi played us.
Yeah.
Jodi played us.
The jurors still had to face what they call the toughest part of the trial, the death sentencing phase. Why couldn't this jury come to a consensus and give Jodi Arias the death penalty?
Because we followed the law.
I prayed to God that I was making the right decision. I felt she needed to be held accountable.
She's sentenced to death no matter what. She's dying.
After 3 days of deliberation, the jury still deadlocked. The judge had no choice but to declare a mistrial.
I felt like we had failed the system.
As I walked out, I remember looking towards the prosecution table. I thought, they won't even look at us. Immediately, as I was stepping down, told them I'm sorry. And it was something that was heartfelt, because I was very sorry.
And these jurors say they have now formed a bond for life over this tough experience, one they say they would actually do all over again, but they won't have that choice, as a new jury will be selected for this death penalty phase, which is scheduled to start right back up again here at this courthouse in about 2 months.